To the class of 2020, congratulations. It's often said that wisdom is knowing what to do and virtue is having the will to do it. You've demonstrated both. You've earned these degrees. And again, congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
So I'm grateful to have this moment to congratulate you on the great accomplishment.
I want to thank the whole Seton Hall community who made this day possible. And to the 2020 graduates, I want to say thank you. I celebrate you. I congratulate you on your grit and guts, your struggle and your sacrifice. You have truly given us so much more pride in Jersey and made us so much more Jersey strong.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, and I'm proud to serve as the 26th Director of the U.S. Secret Service. I'm disappointed that I can't be with you on May 18th as we originally planned, but I do know that Seton Hall leadership is working very hard to find a new date for your graduation. And when they do, I am so looking forward to coming home to Jersey to celebrate with you. It would be a gross understatement to simply say that these are exceptional and demanding times that we're living through. But the reality is, this too shall pass. We will move through and out of this experience. And when we do, we will need your energy. So please don't let these current circumstances dampen your spirit, your pride, or your sense of accomplishment. Be proud, be safe, be healthy, and I'll see you soon.
Wisdom persists through the ages. St. Paul, in the year of the Lord 55, wrote in Corinthians 2, "You yourselves are our letter of recommendation, written on our hearts, known and read by everyone." Nearly 1900 years later, the sentiment of those words were uttered by Brigadier General Charles Canham of the U.S. Army's 8th Infantry Division. Many of you are familiar with the valor of this division, having been depicted in the opening scenes of Saving Private Ryan, as the beaches were stormed in the Normandy invasion in World War II. 2 months later in '44, Canham and his troops mightily battled in the Battle of Brest. Canham prevailed. When he came to accept the surrender of the German garrison in Brest, the surrendering German officer Ramke looked askance at Canham and demanded to know the credentials of the lower-ranked Canham. Canham's soldiers were in the room. Like Canham, their uniforms were ragged, their bodies muddied and dirtied. They were all tired. "What are my credentials, you ask?" posed Canham. He pointed to the soldiers behind him and told the German officer, "These are my credentials." Today you become our letters of recommendation. Today you become our credentials. Today you become our hallmarks. We heartily congratulate you, wish you well, and forever look forward to seeing you in the hallways. Go Pirates.
My mom sometimes reminisces about her graduation from undergrad studies. That was on June 6, 1944. The historians among you will remember that was D-Day. And she recalls the uncertainty that her class faced, as well as great anxiety and sorrow for brothers and boyfriends and acquaintances who were, at that moment, raising the curtain on the demise of the Nazi regime in Europe. You face similar circumstances that can provoke sorrow as well as anxiety and concern. But as servant leaders trained in the tradition of St. Elizabeth and Seton, you can embrace these circumstances and make the choice to use what you've been given and what you've developed through hard work for the service of others. I believe that our church, as well as our society, can emerge better because of the experience of these last months. We may recognize our interconnectedness. We may recognize our co-responsibility, not simply for our own lives and happiness, but for the well-being and the flourishing of humanity in our cities, in our nation, and in our world. My heartfelt congratulations and my thanks that you've chosen Seton Hall to develop the gifts that God has given you. My prayers accompany you as you go forward, and I look forward to meeting you again along the path of life's destiny. God bless you all.
Completing a degree is a critical milestone in a student's life. It's a time to honor well-deserved achievements and hard-won growth. We will come together when it's safe to have a traditional in-person commencement. In the meantime, though, your accomplishments cannot go unrecognized. Class of 2020, you've achieved exceptional things at Seton Hall. Among you are students who have launched student groups or spearheaded efforts to support voter registration. There are others who are already teaching virtually, working in hospitals, or headed off to work at places like Amazon in Seattle. You have not only achieved success, most assuredly, you have grown. As individuals and as a graduating class, you have been called upon to stretch in ways that none of us had anticipated, in ways that those who came before you were not required to do. And yet, as I often say, these are indeed challenging times, but they are our times. And in our times, you've been called upon to be flexible and imaginative, to leave what is familiar in order to chart uncomfortable ways of living and studying. You've been called upon to face incredible measures of uncertainty. And some of you have been called to face this devastating pandemic directly, helping to care for your family members or patients with the novel coronavirus in homes and healthcare settings in one of the most highly infected areas in the country. Despite these daunting challenges, you've excelled at your classes, supported your classmates and communities from afar, and made a positive difference in the lives of others. I believe the world is run by the people who show up, and you have shown up, using the best of your Seton Hall education while displaying bravery, compassion, and perseverance. Class of 2020, you have answered historic calls to show up with uncommon grace and resolve. You set a high bar for excellence, providing a clear example to those who come after, who will see the way you faced a once-in-a-lifetime challenge and dealt with it head-on. Even though we have been physically apart this semester and are marking this time of celebration for you in different locations, all of us in the Seton Hall community remain united. United in our joy at seeing you complete your educational studies. United in our affection for Seton Hall. And most importantly, united in our expectation for your future success. Class of 2020, I congratulate you and I honor you from the bottom of my heart. I congratulate your parents and I share in their pride for you. And I await the moment when we can meet again and I can confer your degrees in person. Until then, congratulations, go Pirates, and God bless you all.